behalf of the TCA, welcome to everyone for joining. We're very grateful to have you all here today, and we'd like to especially thank our sponsors for making the donation. So as part of TCA, we saw that it was very important for the TCA not to only look after specific people or groupings in the community. And one of the main items is also the youth. And to that end, we're very, very lucky that we had Joyce Namford, who spearheaded this program to ensure that year-on-year basis that we do look after the university students in our community. Particularly this year, it was a very tough year with COVID. And so in particular, Joyce and Francis and many of our sponsors as well thought that it was important that we support the up and coming youth, and the youth, as to use a cliche, are definitely the future of our community and for South Africa as well. So we thought it was very, very important, and we're quite honored and thankful once again to all the sponsors for your support.
Okay, my name is Caitlin Wong. I'm 21 years old, and next year, 2021, I'll be going into second year mainstream. I'm doing BCom in accounting, and I'm studying at the University of Johannesburg.
Great. Hi, TCA committee and sponsors. My name is Andrea. So I am a fifth year vet student, and next year I'll be going into my sixth year of veterinary science.
Okay. Hello everyone, my name is Byron Dateline and I am 20 years old. I am studying a Bachelor of Business Science, Finance with Accounting at the University of Cape Town, and 2021 will be my second year of studies.
My name is Christopher Eason. I'm 17, going to university next year for Actuarial Science at UCT.
Hi, I'm Kiara. I am part of the Dragon and Lion dance troupe that performs during Chinese New Year. I like reading and playing video games, and I plan on studying at the University of Pretoria for veterinary science.
I'm Danica. I'm 20 years old and I'm studying BA Visual Studies at the University of Pretoria, and I'll be in my third year next year.
I'm currently studying teaching at Varsity College Pretoria, and next year, 2021, will be my final year.
How's it? I'm Daryl Limayeska. So next year, I'm 19 years old. Next year, I'm going to be going into Stellenbosch University in Cape Town. I'm going to be studying a marketing degree in BCom.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Jerome Lowe. I'm 18 years old. I am an avid hockey player, as I've played the sport for over 6 years, both for club and for school. In 2021, I'll be studying computer engineering at the University of Pretoria. It will be my first year.
Hi everyone, my name is Joanna Chan. I'm 21 years old and I'm from Eastern. I moved to Cape Town 4 years ago to study at UCT, and I've just completed a postgraduate.
Hello everyone, my name is Matthew Chow. I'm an 18-year-old boy. I've just finished writing my matric finals the other day. So next year I'm hoping to do medicine at WITS.
Hi, I'm Tigra Green. I'm 19 years old. I'm very excited to go into second year at the WITS University for BSc General, and I'm a biology major. Love learning about that stuff.
So my name is Vivian Yan, and I was born and raised in South Africa. My parents immigrated to South Africa like in 1990s. I'm currently studying BCom Accounting Science at the University of Pretoria.
My name is Daniela Liminyaska. I am 18 years old. I chill in Hout Bay with my family. So next year I've applied to study for conceptual art at the Academy of Digital Art. But then after that I want to go into biomedical science at the University of California.
I'm Ethan Athwitz, and I'm very sporty. I plan on going to my first year at UCT for physiotherapy, which is a 4-year degree.
My name is Shaquille Dolly. I'm 20 years old and I'm currently at the University of Johannesburg. I'm studying Business Information Technology. I've just finished my second year and I'm going into my third year next year.
Hello, everybody. I just want to say it was interesting reading all your CVs. Thank you very much. I think you tick this group that applied this year. You tick the blocks. The marks are wonderful, and a lot of you are already involved in community service, and have also said that you want to remain involved in the future. I think it can be a very lonely journey. Some of the financial circumstances that was disclosed, we obviously keep it confidential, was quite moving. There are many of you with single parents who are trying to educate you all. Please don't give up. You've got a lot of potential from your marks, and I think you will break the cycle of poverty and will better your lives. So just please remember that. I also want to remind you that you have a duty, once you have got through your studies, to give back to the community. I also think it's great that many of you are involved in in assisting animals, in assisting the environment, and generally reaching out to the broader community, which will break the stereotype or the negative stereotype about Chinese being uninterested in money and serving themselves. I also want to thank TCA for taking on this project and allowing me to drive it. I want to thank Net. It's been such a task gathering all the CVs together, Erwin for encouraging us all, and I want to thank Francis as well for spearheading quite a few of the donors. I also want to thank Uncle Walter Pond. He's been great. He's not on today, but he must be acknowledged for all these efforts. I ask that God bless you all, and that you never give up, and that you just pay back the community, and you remember the position you are in today, and you will all be successful. And have a wonderful Christmas.
Everyone, good afternoon, Paulette, TCA committee, the rest of the other donors, good afternoon to all of you, and the recipients of the bursaries. I think you guys have all entering new phases of your lives with your tertiary education, which is vitally important. You guys you hold the future of our community. You will be the future leaders of our community. And one thing I like to say to you guys, first thing, don't forget your Chinese heritage. A lot of you have never been back to China, but we mustn't forget that our roots is everything. And for that matter, I've only went back to China in the last 10 years, and I actually regret not having gone back to China earlier to actually witness how poor and everything else was in China. And at that stage, the government of South Africa did not respect our community because of the fact that China was a weak country. China at this point in time is going through obviously geopolitical problems with the States, but we mustn't forget our heritage is important. You must remember we are Chinese. No Western country will ever accept us because we have a Chinese face. So your heritage is important. Secondly, upon your graduation, obviously in the interim, be active in your community. There's lots of things you can do. When you graduate, the one thing I request for you to do is try and be as active as possible. Help out TCA, help out Western Province Community Associations, help out all the associations, see how you can develop yourself as well as giving back to the community. And for those who are in Johannesburg, the Hongling Old Age Home requires your help. We go through various different, this year, Hongling under Erwin Pond and one of the other vice chairmen, Francis Lai Hong, we went through a crisis with the COVID, and it's fantastic that we were able to pull through because of the community's unity. You guys, you graduate, you're going to be a doctor, you're going to be a physio, whatever fields you're in. We hope that one day you'll give back positively towards our community. Lastly, can you imagine if all of you guys who received bursaries, if you could exponentially say, when I graduate, I'm going to help not one person, let's make it two. Exponentially, you're going to help two other persons who are destitute or who require assistance. In that way, we can grow our community and develop a close-knit community. Okay, that's my message to you, and congratulations, you guys. We hope that you will be future leaders in our community. Thank you.
Thank you all. I'm here on behalf of my parents, Henry and Sherry Huang. I want to first say thank you to the TCA for organizing this event and allowing the sponsors to actually contribute to the next generation. The next thing I also want to say is congrats to all the recipients. I think you did a great job. I think times are tough out there. I think we all are suffering, but I think we all have to stay strong as a community and as a person. There's a long road ahead, but I think we all have our ups and downs, but we all have to navigate them correctly. And please be strong enough. Life is, we must enjoy it also. Okay. The other point I also want to say is, please remember to be proudly Asian. So I concur with the previous speaker. I think we are Asian. I think if you look at us, we're not white, we're not black, we're not Indian. I think maybe some of us are mixed, but I think we're predominantly Asian. So please be proud to be Asian. Remember to respect others, being humble. But however, we are not pushovers. I think other people take us as respectful and humble and take advantage of us. But I think we must be strong enough to understand the difference and also to hold our heads high up in South Africa and in this country and make sure that we actually make a difference. The last thing I also want to say is that I think it's also very important that everybody try to learn Chinese, or Mandarin or Putonghua or Cantonese. I think if you look like what we do, I think we all speak very well English. I heard all the comments by all the students on English. I never heard any Chinese or Mandarin or Cantonese. I think that's a shame, but maybe everybody does know it. But I think even for me, even for my two little daughters, I think we also push them to learn Chinese. So I think it's never too late to learn Chinese and speak the language and learn the culture. So please, I think if all of you want to do community service, I think the next step is learn Chinese and try to promote the culture. Because once you know the language, then you can actually promote the culture and really be integrated into society. Great. Thank you and congrats to everybody.
You're at the threshold of your life now. You'll be studying for maybe, a lot of you, maybe another 2-3 years. And then all of a sudden you'll be getting a fat paycheck. And it's such a big difference when that money starts flowing in. But I remember once, I came from very humble beginnings as well. My father passed away in matric and my mom had to, battle to put me through university. And I can remember an uncle of mine who was very wealthy, didn't come and give me money, but he did give me one bit of advice. He said, only you can change your life for you and your family. And that's the only bit of advice I have to give you today is only you can change your own lives. So as Joy says, don't give up, keep going. And there's gold at the end of there's a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. You just got to get there. Thanks.
And firstly, I'd just like to thank TCA for offering this opportunity and the sponsors for helping out, not only me, like all of us. I'm sure I speak on behalf of all the students, just for helping us. Like words can't express how thankful we are. So,
I just want to say thank you to all the TCA members and all the sponsors for their donations and their kindness and their generosity and this opportunity for this bursary.
And I would just like to thank all the donors for everything. And it's a real privilege and an honor to be receiving or to be a part of this amazing bursary and everything. I really appreciate it.
And lastly, I'd like to thank the TCA and all the donors for making all of these bursaries possible. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you.
I would like to give a big thank you to the TCA and all the donors who have contributed this year. I am extremely grateful.